The National Marine Mammal Foundation is making its first appearance at SEWE this year. Here with more on their mission is the organization's biologist and Charleston Field Station Manager, Brian Quigley. It's good to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
And so this is the first year that you are involved with SEWE. Tell us, our audience, a little bit more about what your foundation does, what your organization sets out to accomplish.
Yeah, so the foundation is a nonprofit organization. We have a mission to improve and protect life of marine mammals, humans, and the oceans that we share through science, service, and education. So that kind of sounds like a big mission, but it's because our work encompasses a lot of different fields of marine mammal research and conservation.
I was going to say, the ocean is a big place.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a lot living in it. And this organization, it's very large, but you do have a field office here in Charleston. And tell us a little bit about why here in Charleston specifically they decided to establish an office.
Yeah, so we have a field station on Johns Island. It was established here in 2018, and that's because we have a lot of different research here in Charleston and in other parts of the Southeast. So the group that works here is a small team of biologists, and we focus on studying bottlenose dolphins.
Okay, and I know that bottlenose dolphins here in Charleston are unique to the ecology and the way that they behave. So maybe you could talk a little bit more about just how unique it is and how important it is to preserve that ecology.
Yeah, so Charleston's a great place for researching these animals, for studying them. It's important for their conservation. And I think anybody that lives here in Charleston would go out, and if you look at the water long enough, you're going to see dolphins, right? So they share our harbors, they share our waterways, they even eat some of the same fish species that we eat. So they're an important part of our culture, but more importantly, they're part of our larger ecosystem. We share it with them. And that means that what they do can affect us, but even more so, what we do affects them. And so I think as people, we have a responsibility to understand what that impact is.
Yeah, absolutely. People move here because of the beauty, the natural beauty. But when I was saying specifically about what dolphins here do, and that is strand feeding. So they aren't just seen out in the open waters. They're not just seen out in the middle of a large river.
Right.
They come to the shore. So we need to know that they come to us, and we need to know how to handle that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if anybody goes out here, you might see dolphins strand feeding. It's always important to remember to keep your distance, right? So this is a behavior that they need to do in order to feed and eat and sustain themselves. So we got to give them their space. And it is a unique behavior to Charleston and this part of the country. So it's something exciting for people to see, but it's important to let them do their thing.
I've had a chance to see it once in my life so far, and it is incredible. Just the sounds that it makes and just the energy that it takes to strand feed. It's just a fascinating sight.
Yeah.
So your office, is it primarily going to continue to focus on bottlenose dolphins in the future, or because we have so many other marine mammals to consider?
Yeah, that's our main focus, and specifically we look at environmental stressors, right? So dolphins are an important part of this ecosystem, and when you think about environmental stressors, we're talking about man-made things like contaminants or pollution, also natural things like infectious disease. We want to understand the impact that those things have on the dolphins that live here and in other parts of the Southeast.
Absolutely. Now, what are you going to be doing at SEWE this year?
We're going to be doing a lot at SEWE. So we're hosting 2 events. The first is our Dolphin Doctor program. So one part of our work is marine mammal rescue, where we respond to individual animals in distress. So the Dolphin Doctor program is going to be an interactive thing with the audience where we walk them through a typical dolphin rescue and show you how we temporarily catch an animal, disentangle them from fishing gear, and then highlight some of the tools that our vets use to look at their health. Oh,
that's wonderful. And now short films also are going to be available. Panel discussion afterwards, Friday through Sunday, February 17th through the 19th at 4:30 p.m. each day. That's going to be held at the Gilliard Center. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing with us.
Thank you very much.
You're doing a great job over there.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. We're back after this.